it's Lisa. Welcome to my channel. So a few weeks ago, I was very lucky and I won my first YouTube video. I won it from Truewants' channel. She specializes in unboxing of skincare products and makeup, and she has really established herself in that niche. And she sent me this palette, which I got yesterday. It's a Morphe times Manny Mua Glam palette. It arrived in perfect condition. She also wrote a really cool congratulations letter, so thank you, Truewants. It was my pleasure to receive the palette, and I do enjoy watching your channel, and thank you for supporting mine as well. So her channel is in the links below. So I thought I would do a get ready with me video on this. Please excuse my setup. I don't have a lighted mirror, so I'm on the floor of my bedroom. I'm gonna put on some makeup. This palette, it's brand new. I am wearing some mascara right now, and I have a clean face. And I'll show you the products I used so far, so you know that this is me pretty much without makeup. I'm wearing some mascara. I'm wearing this classic black Maybelline mascara, and I'm also wearing an It primer, which I put on my entire face to include my eyelids. So, you know, makeup goes on better with a primer. And here's the Morphe palette, which I feel very fortunate to have received. Has really pretty colors and a really well, this mirror is going to help me actually put on everything here. So it looks like it's a bunch of shadows and some blushes. There's 14 shadows, and let's see, these are shadows. I wouldn't have thought those were shadows. 3 times 4 is 20. Yeah. Oh, no. And these are highlighters, excuse me. So yeah, 12 eyeshadows and 2 highlighters. So, and I thought that I would do a little chit chat about myself, because you don't really know a lot about me other than what I post in my videos. So, what would you want to know about me? I am the last year of baby boomers. I was born in 1964 in New York, and I grew up in New York my whole life. Before I use that palette, though, I got to put on my eyebrows. So I have my own Too Faced Beauty Brow Envy, and I use this to put on my eyebrows, and then I'll start with the shadows. Okay, so what I was saying, I'm from New York, born and raised. Had a very middle to upper middle class life in New York. It wasn't a life of hardship, let's put it that way. Both of my parents worked. My mom was a reading teacher, and my dad had his own business. So my dad was always working. And I have an older brother and an older sister. I'm the youngest. Went to public school my whole life. As a family, with 2 working parents, you know, we had, you know, everything we pretty much needed. We grew up middle class. But we didn't take a lot of like extravagant trips as a family. Sometimes we'd go to Florida. One time we went out west with my dad. Everything was usually, you know, geared to his work schedule. So the reason we went out west is because he worked some trade shows and stuff like that. And that's the first time I really went anywhere other than Florida. We went to California, we went to Las Vegas. When I went to Vegas, I was probably like 14, 15 years old. And I met Muhammad Ali that trip. We were in Caesar's Palace and we watched him try on clothes. And then he came out and gave some autographs to people. I got his autograph, but you know, as a kid, I had it. It's gone. Unfortunately, I lost it. He was one of the more nicer celebrities I've ever met. So speaking of celebrities, everybody probably has celebrity stories of who they met and stuff like that. And living in New York, and I didn't grow up in New York City, but I grew up outside of the city. So sometimes when I'd go in, I'd meet celebrities. And one of the nicest celebrities I ever met, I was like, again, like 13, 14 years old, was Burt Reynolds. I met him in Penn Station, and he was the sweetest guy, and I still have his autograph today. And he was handsome. God, he was so drop dead gorgeous. And I looked it up once, and I think he's only like 6 feet tall, but I'm only 5'4", so back then I was probably like, you know, under 5'4". I don't think I was fully maturely my height right now, and he seemed like a giant to me. Super sweet guy, super nice. Okay, I think I got my eyebrows done. It's my satisfaction. Let's go to this palette. So here are the colors. I'm gonna use this palette to do my eyeliner. I'm using this color called Aries right here. It's like, it's brown, but it looks like it has mixtures of a little magenta in it. I need to put a little more on there. Okay, this is going on kind of subtle. It's not extremely dark. I'm pressing into it. But you know, again, it's a brand new palette. And I usually wear my makeup a little bit on the light side. I don't, you know, like colors that are really too dark on me. I tend to go towards a little bit more minimal colors. It's really nice. Oh, I might have to wear this on my whole lid. So I was just telling you, I did grow up in New York my whole life. Isn't that pretty? I went to college in upstate New York in Albany, which I always called like a little mini New York City. I went to college in the 80s. I said I'm older than most of you might realize. Graduated high school in 1982, if that tells you anything about me. It's a little bit a while ago. And I graduated college in 86 with my bachelor's degree. Let me tell you a story of persistence. I was a criminal justice major, and when I was a senior in college, I applied for a scholarship for my master's program. And the master's program was only 30 credits, so, you know, it was a year program. You take 15 credits each season, each semester. And I did not get the scholarship. So I was living in Albany that summer, working some, you know, part-time jobs. And that summer, twice that summer, I would walk into the university where the School of Criminal Justice was, and I would just walk right into the dean's office. I can't remember his name. He was there working in the summer. And I was like, hey, I applied for a scholarship, but I wasn't chosen. And, well, I mean, I made the program, but it would have meant I had to pay for it. And I wasn't planning on paying for it. So I'm like, if someone drops out and doesn't take their scholarship, I'm here. Here's my phone number. I would love to take that scholarship. And I went twice that summer, visit him in the office. I didn't even have an appointment. I would just walk in off the street. And at the end of summer, before school started, I got a phone call, and it was the dean. It was like the dean's secretary, and she's like, "Oh, so and so, you know, we have an extra scholarship. Someone didn't take it. Do you want it? And oh, by the way, it comes with a stipend." I'm like, "Yes!" And I got my master's for free. Plus, they paid me a stipend every month, which paid my rent, and I didn't even have to work for that stipend. You know, like a job or something like that. So, power of persistence and creativity, it can go a long way. So after I graduated college, took me 30 credits to get a master's in criminology, which, by the way, I've never really used my degree, but I had the paper. When I graduated, I went home and I lived with my parents for a little while, and I got my first job in the city working for an attorney. And back then in the 80s, we were called legal secretaries. And I became a legal secretary. And I would travel on the Long Island Railroad into Manhattan and go to work. But I was a young girl in my early 20s. What do you do in the 80s? The 80s was a huge time in Manhattan. I would party a lot, come home late on the train, would drive my parents crazy. So I ended up moving into Manhattan. And I lived in various places with various friends and girlfriends and stuff like that. And I lived there for about a year and a half. And then after that, I left Manhattan and joined the military. And I was in the military for 22 years. I was in the Air Force. So all this talk, now you know a little bit about me. And I love this palette, by the way. I don't think I ever, these are like highlighting, shimmery, like cheek stuff. I'm practically done with my makeup. Maybe I used this color called Scorpio in the inner eye. I'm gonna put a pop of Cancer. I don't want Cancer again. That's going to be another video series that I do. I don't know when I'm going to start it. Maybe in the next few weeks. I'm going to tell you all about my cancer journey. And I know I've mentioned it a few times in my other videos that I've had cancer and I'm a stage 3B cancer survivor. And I know I never talked about the type of cancer I had, and I'm not ready to open up about that type of cancer just yet. But I will talk about it in an upcoming series I'm going to do on my cancer journey. And the only reason I'm going to do it, well, obviously there's a few reasons I'm going to do it, is just so you know, it's part of my life. It's what happened to me. And one of the main reasons I'm doing it, because I'm a really private person, is that if someone else has this kind of cancer and is looking for answers, looking for people who've gone through it and just need some advice and some help, I'm here to provide that. Because I should probably not have survived with how bad I actually had it. And if I can be some help to people, and also to tell you the symptoms, which I ignored for a very, very, very long time. I ignored my symptoms. And that's why my tumor was so more far along, because I thought I had something else. So if I can help someone not ignore the symptoms and actually get their butt to a doctor, that's really worth it. And I did go to a doctor. And they didn't find it the first time. But I kept having the symptoms, and I should have went back. And that was my mistake. This is, I love this lipstick. It's, I got it in that QVC beauty benefits thing where you buy any beauty item. I think I bought some soap for like 20-30 bucks, and I got a huge bag of makeup and samples and skincare and hair care. This is the Laura Geller Nude Kisses. I just love this color. And I like to mix it with, I mixed it with just this Neutrogena I have. This is a Neutrogena shimmer. This is probably, you know, makeup gurus would say, throw it away, it's too old. Because I've had this shimmer probably for about, I don't know, 10 years or so. But I like it, and I'm not getting sick from it. I like to put a little shimmer right there in my Cupid's bow. And in the middle. There. So this is my makeup look with this gorgeous, how do you say it? Morphe times Manny Mua palette from Truewants. I'm happy with it. And guess what? This palette is so affordable. It's only 20 bucks. And the colors are gorgeous. I can see why Truewants like really gushed about it, because it really is a gorgeous palette. And I love the colors. I especially love these cheek shimmers. You know, they tell you like older people should not wear shimmers. I don't believe that. I don't wear all the shimmer I want. So you probably figured out how old I am. I am 55 years old. I'm going to be 56 in November. So ladies, if you think that you're too old to start a YouTube channel and apply makeup on film, that's just poppycock. You can do it all. Don't let age limit you. Just don't. And right now I'm filming with my camera phone. You don't need a whole huge setup to do what you want to do. One thing I learned about YouTube, and I've only been YouTubing since May, is, you know, of course it helps if your video quality is good and if your cameras are good. That helps a lot. But getting good lighting is really important. And, you know, maybe having content that people really like to watch, that's really important too. But like being interactive with people, commenting on other videos, liking other videos, making relationships, that helps a lot for your own channel. I feel like the more you give, the more you get in return. So if you're looking, you know, if you have a channel and you're looking for like support other channels. Switch it around. Because I have to be honest with you. I try to support as many channels as I can. But if I'm supporting people's channels, and some people I know will never comment on my videos, and I'm going to support them anyway because I find their content really, you know, interesting and I like them. But especially if another channel is struggling, I try to go on there and say, you know, comment nicely. But if I'm commenting on multiple videos and they never come visit my channel and comment even on one of mine, I'm sorry, you're going to lose me. I might still be a subscriber, but I'm not going to come and comment on multiple videos if you're not going to come back to my channel and do the same. It's kind of just like, you pat my back, I'll pat your back. No, it's just the reality of YouTube, you know? And again, there are some channels out there, I'll never get a comment back, but I really like them and I really like their content and stuff like that. And I get it. I'm talking more about channels like people like, why aren't I getting subscribers? Why aren't, you know, I'm getting the support I need? Maybe some of those people look at who's commenting in your comments and liking your videos and do the same for them. That's all I'm saying. It just goes a long way. And it's just not rocket science, you know? And it's my personal opinion as well. So I'm here to support your channel. I hope you support mine. If you made it to the end of the video, please give me a like and a subscribe. I'm almost at 200, so wouldn't it be cool that this weekend I can reach 200? It'd be wonderful, but if not, you know, maybe next week. Anyway, it was great talking with you guys and sharing some of my life with you. And thank you, Truewants, for the palette, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.